Today na the 14th day of February 2023. Happy Valentine to all the one them where they celebrate the day, where they observe the day, St. Valentine's. Some people then say, they no mix. So other people then say every day na Valentine for them. Whichever one way you take, well, we day with you. Not too long ago, 2 days ago, status tell we say President Bill they pay a visit na Brussels. Wait. Let we read them exactly how they tell we am. The press secretary. I don't know if Yusuf Keketoma in job title, you still get Alpha Khan in title. I don't know if you know. You need for change them. I'm just saying. He say President Bio go left Salon for go Brussels on the invitation of the President of the European Council. While in Brussels, President Bio expect for meet with other senior officials them of the European Union, including, but not limited to, the Vice President of the European Commission and the European Commissioner for International Partnership. From Brussels, President Bill proceed for attend the 36th ordinary session of the African Union Assembly of Heads of State and Government. Okay. So when this release come out, we see some people begin share for say then they go receive President Bio for show let President Bio see how the bad work them where he don't they do na Salon. You get all that first the way come out see. Then they go receive President Bio, make President Bio no say he do good work na Salon. They want them we go receive him for making no say they do bad work. Say because they know they allow people in for demonstrate in Salon. Then they go because they get the right for do yanda. Then they go do and for let President Bio no say you know they do good work. Just like they do them at the UK, they don't do them at the US. Then they don't do them back. Now you get a video where they go around the show say the one they will want go make the President Bill no say now bad work they do. They say they miss the airport. They say they miss the airport. Go to the correct side and go. Who side President Bill go come out? Who side they want and they go come out? You get video where they go. You get other video back where they go show say yes, even though but then be able for do what they want for do. They get other people the way they put video together say, oh, the one they will go for go support President Bio, then pass the one they will go for. Me. Everybody getting right. Everybody gets right to in time. You get right to in time. Now, dandy you want for do, that's by you. For go say President Bio they do good, fine. For go say President Bio you know they do good, fine. Now you get your time. Now you get your time. That's how you want to do it. And so on a democracy, fine. Yeah? But for me, how me they serve me own time. Ah. Me own time, no get time for that kind time day. Yeah. I feel say try for engage people in a salon. And a lot of people go tell you say they don't want vote. Yeah. Spoke with people. People don't me don't submit me, I don't tell them. But now how they first we become for that register. Eh? How they? We come for the register. When me say, hey, I don't talk and I just now. Eh? I don't talk and I just now say. Not to just now self. At this salon, they say ID don't come out, I get an ID. Eh? Because yeah. When time reach for vote, the one the way you sabi. Most people when me talk to, they say then go take the voter ID card because now I know say now they go try for propagate or make the national ID be the national ID before the voter ID card. You get respect pass your passport na salon. So because of they know that, now I make plenty people register. So man say they know the vote. That energy they use. And that energy they will forget the people. For understand see. For vote na the right. Me na so me say. For vote, and that's what I've been doing. Somebody tell me say, well if I go vote, they not count me vote. I say well the swear go dey per them. Now the answer then will me give the person. I say let the swear dey per them. The person where you vote in all country you vote, the swear go dey per am. You go do your own. You go vote no more. But not sit down, they assume. Say, if I go vote, they know, then they cook, they know. Who tell you so? Eh? Customer service in Sierra Leone. Me, I don't call them. Yes, few be able to solve me problem. Whereas the common salon person go tell say, oh no, I forgot at the office. I don't have time for that. I don't get time for that day. You go to the office, the line is long. What do they do to time na salon? No, seriously. What do they do to time na salon? If you want to do one thing, you go to office. Now so the line go longer there. And then banks them. Why you not get ATM? Why you not get cash machine? Where money no the day? Eh? Why? Me, I don't come out Waterloo. Come inside town. Like a Steven Street. Although not to the only purpose that one day we pull me Waterloo. The bank na Waterloo. Money no dey na the cash machine. The one inside Freetown, money no dey na the ATM. Money no dey. And when you go inside the bank, the line is long. Then who do they regulate some people here ba? Eh? Is it that we lack the line or waiting? Yes, I'm not saying a president be in Brussels one who they talk about, but my dear, how the thing then they come, how they chuka inside it? Eh? Is it that they make things slow by willful? Now by we food they let things they slow. You get an ATM who know the work. We then they for make quick. You get you go na your ATM. No got business for going inside go pan line. They look like so we are used to pan the line business. And as you reach me want go ask question at the desk. The line long. As I reach people that begin like, brother, the line they behind now. Brother, the line are behind now. Now from behind the line they. The line they behind. My dear, no worry. A question that they can ask. By the end, the question was answered. Okay. Easy. But back to the point where they talk. We need to get people for ready for go vote. All the energy, let we put them back by the people. Make them go vote. Who did they vote for? You not to me they can't tell us who they go vote for. No, I don't. We all then at this salon, we all they feel this feel how they feel. Why for tell you that for vote for? Francis George, thank you for the stars. Why make me and me for tell you that for go vote? No. 10 they can't just talk campaign business they start. Hey, all man they can't sell in markets. If you not by the seller, you they listen to, well, he left to you. All man they can't sell in market. You know what you want. Because the last thing we get, the issue I get with the last election, the people who be they support NGC. I just talk on straight up. Man, NGC they not be the play. Anybody where you call other candidates, if they come up for you, yes, they will by force. I don't know how they end it now. You don't see. Last election, how they? NGC then fumble in a saloon. When they catch the one in the. When they send for una again, when they take care of una. Now be called that rift between diaspora and the people them with the salon and the umbis. Now be called the rift. I don't know if you remember. Yes. Can you see be tawa? Names will be suffer. Thank you for the stars. Let the stars rain. NGC tawa for the candidates. Well, we still watch the candidates. How they go? How market? Episode. Then they get self-proclaimed flag bearer. I think they say the 17th, 18th, and 19th for the convention. I think so. Then the SLPP already get the same ticket, Jules de Bio. Or Bio Jules de. Then get the same ticket. Yeah? You get a lot of people don't come out for mayor of Freetown. A lot. Hey. They watch. Même so say, it be one of them. And to that, beaucoup by family we know being go the way we intel them for good. Not eating dime. Yeah. I not tell that say NGC people Arun, 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 But seriously though, the energy with diaspora get right now for the chase. When they say president there under, the energy will get. I say, let put them, forget the people for votes. Let put them there. But, you know, say, when status they talk, they need to talk without they not throw shade. Simba, which press release? Which press release? No, seriously. Now the date I dey try for say I think I see the press release, but I don't know if na the exact date I give so. Well, since you don't talk now, la fenam. I see the press release, but I don't know if the date where I give for the APC convention, where after that we go really know who that go be the flag bearer. But Fula, but it's been a while. No, you don't miss better party too. You don't miss small, but you don't miss boku. We dey talk about President Bill in Waka we go Waka na Brussels. Simba right now, I make I dey look for the press release, the date. But Fulaba, thank you. Yeah, I get it right. 17th, 18th, 19th. For the National Delegates Conference for the APC. I get it correct. Then after that, I'll go know that and then flag bearer. NDA, self don't do their own. Mohamed Siba, na the flag bearer. They say don't do their own convention. Other again we don't do. I don't know if Madam Femi Claudio School don't do your own. Unity Party. I don't know if you don't do your own. Other again. Well, ADP, Mohamed Kamarimba Mansaye. The party still there. Then still there. Hey. Salon. Anyway. Let we go. Radio Democracy. Let we listen to Yusuf Keketoma Sandi. Waiting in want for make we know about the president in visit na Brussels. Let us listen, yeah?
Good morning, Sabchi. Good morning, Salon Fambulem, and thanks for having me from Brussels.
First of all, start for tell we listener and via them the purpose of president in Waka na Brussels.
Well, we'll try to make our start for good by context. Remember, say that before the 2018 elections, most of the development and donor partners they either suspend and fold into Sierra Leone or left Salon.
Okay. Yusuf Keketoma say, they say, what's in the president, the reason why the president go Brussels? He say no, sometimes one forget. Just before the 2018 election, according to Ram, he say that day, donor partners them, and we don't left for give money to Salon. Okay. So you want for remind me.
Because they realize say at that time the political leadership must alone the not be transparent, then the rampant corruption. So IMF, the World Bank, the EU, they all be the left.
Into the area, man. I ain't they talk.
Or suspend them support. But few months to elections, so they see say that the donor confidence and development pattern and confidence in President Buhari and government is very high.
Few months to election, donor confidence very high. Eh? Few months to election, donor confidence very high. Okay, continue first.
So as a result of that, I make the president of the European Council, Charles Michel, invites president for come Brussels for can engage him on plenty things then.
Okay. Charles Michel invites President Bio for go engage him. Eh? And plenty things there. Ah. Tell you about now kind plenty things so.
And I make there, the president there, I also then visit and the discussion with the vice president of the European Commission.
No. But plenty things then. You forbid don't name few of them things then they. You say plenty things then. Now they talk about the vice. Okay, continue.
Joseph Borrell for Telis, and also the European Commissioner for International Partnerships, Jutta Upilea. We also invite President for go to Qatar for go also partner a program on education.
The press release of President Bio be the left salon say we come out here. He get for go na the African Union Congress for the heads of states them. Inside we don't now say he get for go Katabako. Okay, how they go?
So it's been very successful.
In Waka and Brussels don't mean say the different donor partner them don't get assurance and belief in this administration.
This is a direct question. Okay, come answer back.
Yes, of course, more than that. I mean, they're not going to invite president from the European Union of
Yeah, na the shake. But he said they're not going to invite the president for kind of European Union.
for Brussels if they don't get confidence in leadership.
If they not get confidence in the leadership, they're not going to invite them for camp. Even if they not get confidence in leadership, they can still invite you for Camu. You know that? For can't say, bra, you know, still like what you they see you. Few months to election, and this will the see you not like. They can still invite you. But anyway, I not say that they didn't call them for. I just they say where the press secretary they say if they not get confidence, they not go invite you. They can still invite you for can chastise you. I not say they invite them for chastise them, but I say they can invite you for chastise you back. So it's a two-way. Eh? Okay.
Because that being a part of waiting the president can always say we get for not only for the brand we country as a whole, but also restore international confidence in Sierra Leone and leadership. And we also realize, just last year, the European Union allocated to Sierra Leone about 245 million euros for the incorporation period 2021-2027. Now, out of this also, they don't make sure say they therefore allocate 50 million euros for support rural electrification. So all are in a part of the confidence we the donors then get to we. In December again last year we realized the World Bank give about 100 million.
And see the all the money we Yusuf Keke Toma they call You the no na mi mot. Na isa say they call her. The last one we just talked to now, the 100 million from World Bank.
US dollars as grant for able support programs on a Salon Global Fund. In fact, also approved in December last year, 126 million US dollars for the health sector. Now, in fact, this global fund is why also I think it back important we can mention because it shows before 2018, the Global Fund will do an audit of all the programs then. They realized that the last government not be able to account for $2 million US dollars of that money then. So when we take over, we have to renegotiate and talk to them. So no, this is a new government. This new government we serious, we transparent, we accountable. So therefore, one rest of them confidence. As a result of what we don't do with Global Fund, for instance, they don't rest that confidence, they don't give you more money. But it tells you, say, most of the development partners then, before we take over, they not get faith in the leadership at the time when the country gets.
It's politics. Not to mean an APC spokesman. Not to mean the spokesman for them all. But the press secretary, they talk now like say the previous administration, they money there. We the audit report be the capture. Now say them say the money them be the come out. The money then the way the audit report be the capture. Previous administration had it talk. IMF, World Bank, then be they give money. Then be they give money. The road network them. Not to Salon government. Why then be they make fun say any territory not see road? Not to Salon government too. But when they talk now like for say the previous administration, they don't give them nothing. Their own administration, and no more they don't give money. If we can't begin to talk, say just no, see by what they don't do the money well. You don't find all that trouble for yourself. If you just say, you know what, let's just hang boots. Let's watch the audit report. 2021. Yes. ACC said in the param. What's in the audit report be the capture today? Now the same thing they capture right now. But you see, still they tell you transparent, and because of this, transparent, and because they go say na politics. But listen, no, you go just want to talk say no, seriously though. How when they explain, it's like say they give money for that first government. Never like say, continue, Abra.
Now.
And the government, because of the many bad things the government they do. But now, European Union, World Bank, ADB, recently they go Senegal, Feed Africa, with them praise president. So they show you say on the global stage, presidents like role model and icon for good governance and Boku.
Yes. President Biona, role model. We hear you. Well, continue.
So, in terms of president in presence at this particular forum, this is a great stage where they give opportunity to leader them for able open the way for the country for more development. Is it that the country get more financial support or na support from different angle get for for this workaway president go do na Brussels?
They're leading question there. Anyway, answer.
Well, in the first place, in all the meetings the president don't do. One thing they tell them plenty thank you for us. Say because of impressive reforms that we don't do at the country. So, for instance, Equality and Women's Empowerment Act.
Okay. So, for the meeting the president don't go, then tell them thank you for the good work that we don't do. Now, na pan paper. Na pan paper. Oui, bon na pan paper. Na big yeah. Now they go.
the space for the press and all that, and
It gives space to the press, women empowerment, nap and paper.
then commend them because they say this is very unique about Sahel and Africa.
Women's empowerment and press now is very unique. Okay. About Salon and also in Africa. Ghana no they do and Nigeria no they do women's empowerment. And press freedom. Well, now we unique na something where you know the fence on the other side them. Unique. Okay.
Because not easy like you see Africa leadership, president of Africa, they commit themselves to the kind of reforms there.
Yeah. But then on a lot go check ba. Ghana, Nigeria. Only they go for Ivory Coast. For commit to reform for women empowerment. I tell ya.
But also the reaction presidency on that bid one of that from the Security Council, you go we go support now because we believe say if shy, you don't go the through president leadership or multilateralism, global solidarity for promote peace. But also above that one day, part of what you don't have to solidate make sure they maintain the momentum where in Europe and even get the confidence for we support the educational sector.
Yeah, so European Union don't go tell you say that bido they try for bid and Security Council then go support we. Yeah, Papa God. Will not be the inside though. So go for believe it in the press secretary say continue, sir.
Across governance, CSOs, work beside them for maintain. They are sure we say they will maintain. That's what they go for Salon because they believe say president leadership, like leadership way development oriented, is sustainable for development, but also importantly, the progressive.
So in all of this, we don't state about the things, how much the different body them at this particular conference acknowledge the effort we President make for develop the country and bring change and reform. Another angle they say how much the people them take acknowledgement also of the other issues them where citizens and don't they complain to the issues that we get for do with democracy and everything.
Well, in fact, interestingly, in all of those meetings, they will get with the European Commissioner for Partnership, the Vice President. In fact, specifically, the President of the European Council.
In fact, wait, let's come back to that question. Can't the Amos in fact them where Yusuf Keketoma no able done any sentence? As you want big other one, remember something we put in fact. As you want big other one, remember something we put in fact. Can't no more now.
In everything.
Well, in fact, interestingly, in all of those meetings, they will get with the European Commissioner for Partnership, the Vice President. In fact,
you don't count two, eh?
Specifically, in fact,
you don't count three.
President of the European Council. In fact,
Papa God, the answer they come on. In fact, they just they bang themselves. In fact, yes, wait again.
The tell presidency, he said these are difficult times across the world because of the war in Ukraine and Russia, because of the effects of the COVID-19. So he said he recognized about over 20 countries. They tell you say.
Okay, the line not be allowed for done, but Yusuf Keketoma they tell we say even the European Union people, and then they tell President Bill because of the war in Ukraine, the corona, now after all the facts them. President go Brussels. First of all, hey, talk and can. They not going to give no money. I like them promise money. They don't give no money till after election. After election, but then say self sabi, then self sabi say right now Yeah. So don't no confidence. Oh. Don't no confidence. Oh. Money no dey come. Eh? Trust me. In fact, eh? In fact, okay. Not sabi self. In fact, wetin we dey do na eh? They don't know themselves. Una don't know them. Una no get confidence ba. Eh? Una don't know they no get confidence. What they don't know the way they put the stars down. Una confidence don't waiting. But share network about waiting. In fact, I know what I go can do. Eh? Okay. In fact, you don't know. Where the stars there? Eh? In fact, una no get star. Ba full about thank you. Because the donor partners then are. Una no make like a fosse. Eh? I mean, Ahmed Tijamba say this now people's part 2 party in fact. Eh? In fact, when the stars them, una the donors them, una confidence they don't waiting. Alright, let they watch. Welcome on board this friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform. And thanks to all our listeners and viewers them, and thanks for talking me through all this. With the visit of the president, now Brussels you go. But we know say again, Brussels na place where now the European Union the headquarters. But looking at it, we know say na international relationship and they go on. And this international relationship we don't dey for long, but the international relationship between the Europeans them will not say we don't dey from a kind of a long time journey where they don't dey for this. If I'm not lying, from the early 80s. So, but coming away from there, we not say this now for let them be able to connect one another. But would they look and say then meeting there, I believe saying most of the time they are based on diplomatic way. Which in this I feel say not to forgo if safe person offend you, you will find a way for let you go able for arrange with them. You avoid for say anything way bad. You say now the president don't go or the EU. Say if the EU they talk to you now for something where they want, say one left for development or progress, they're not go able for say then they upset you. Then always careful with the language, then go motivate you and try to get their way through. Because they say their agenda, then they get a program where they want for right, then your CV. Up to the one then will exceed the president, who are the one for the European Union. But the point here is diplomacy, they always go. So let's again now we young leaders them and the spokesman or whoever, if then they actually apply diplomacy wherein then go avoid anything will come for me, it will become more direct. But you they see say now an invitation way not to be president one green go. Then at one point was to establish because different presidents then go there where they meet for different reasons and all to do with the good name where then we don't get relationship with the European and African and then the base between the African Union, when I believe Organization of African Union and the European Union, then get a kind of a partnership. And the partnership I think a kind of an organization we then get from African call them Caribbean and Pacific states. So they're all involved. But we get one back we then go there on the Comoro Island. Instead he meet a day before. Coming to the one of the president now of the European Union, one of Charles. So him being get for meet with different people in a day. And Charles Michel, he meet up with the president, he discussed with him a certain reason, but with waiting in the tell we and where the spokesman are the really democracy and waiting with the see from the tweet or waiting they get, he is actually, look different more, but with the see I'm seeing an angle of diplomacy in the EU called the president for go, because each president get in your reason why he call him. Bio, I think he call him for because of he feels he get for good discourse with them, kind of reinforcing the EU and Sierra Leone ties, for reinforce the EU Sierra Leone ties, and then enhancing the security. But this security where they enhance na salon now for dealing with the terrorism where they belong the alarm, because that coast and that tri point between Ivory Coast, Mali, all those things, the threats and the small arms. So all them things that they put money and they get meetings and because all them meetings are with EU and they do the draft, then they draft and they put them towards the African Union. Then they see how they said go work. Now for them create this partnership. And also for free trade. But the free trade now more of the other president at the Comoro Island. I feel see now something Azali one at the Comoro Island, for ties for business. But when you just cut down all this, you could know say now more of diplomacy, now more of reinforcing ties. Now for go tell you now waiting and waiting, we don't plan how we take and go before for say this security how we go before make them. And then you and then a trade before now will proceed because they all the parts of this union meeting and they do. So but again remember they are also and they also work for say you go work in this office, you get for write you CV, you go snap too much if as much picture the way you want for show now you file, you show as much as what you don't do because now that one day they put you as a president of the European Union. These are the mandates so for so say if you don't want for tap election now or you want for retire yourself for a good name for say the work with they pay me as the EU president, I get for the showcase them here. So I did the diplomacy day. So you self when they go for go tap anything they in case they go tap there or make an arrangement, you will know how you forward see yes, this man will be so good, come and push me away, will tell me I don't do this bad, directly. All they do is diplomacy and try pass a message to me. So they pass the message, then give them. So that's now one of the factors that more would get for good. And but again, we see again the president instead he visits certain areas and like the medicines and frontier. He meet up there, tell them thank you, but he try to forget ties again for let them go in for do more na salon. But he first of all do. Tell and thank you for all the work which is good for we don't do the Ebola time for the early 80s when we don't do it. So but all this now just instead the tying your way for diplomacy, go tell them thank you. But already you know say MSF they always did it and they helped in a salon since then. So but again, you don't see that point done. The point here now where some of the speech where the minister, the spokesman for the president give, we see don't call a lot of money, but the point when we want to pick up here now the area of that global fund. I know say global fund didn't get issues with the previous government of 2 million, but again, something will not be founded much. So waiting actually global fund be done do, then we don't set up a kind of an organization. This organization how they do then do for let it go be something under the Attorney General in office. So under the Attorney General in office, apparently they call them a global fund stroke Attorney General so that it go able for secure. That was the Inspector General, so that it go able for reduce the risk of fraud. But when he mentioned about say fraud no day or corruption inside the new regime, na fraud and they give them more, then they give them more. I don't want to go too much of the plan for saying when they can get agenda and they give time safe na 10. Inside 5 years for don't get 10. So if the 5 years on 10 he can't meet up the election, when they go blow from there after the election, anything we can and boys in accident, if they need for divert, then divert, but then go continue the 10 years it done. That's now one thing about donors then. But we'll see sometimes they go left or they not they get a contract, they can always get a span of journey. Like how we don't see the rules then don't begin, then go down that one, they have money with them budget. We see all the rules that done, now that thing are then deeper. So with that now one thing we will not can get mostly from the feedback of the one them when they try for do but in the name of politics, When at the politics game, when they say the tourists all man they change for like can't play your own card. But you will follow, you gonna say na processes then they do and na thing what you supposed for do. So we'll just tell you thank you for let you receive the baton and pass the baton to the people that we need for game. So most times not to you say they run the race more, now more of you just the passer now to the man where they just few meters to you. So, but when you look at that area where you mentioned about fraud, you look into the area of what in them global fund does set up because they only do quite a big job. And they even train the set of the anesthetists who will not be get the Boku anesthetists nurses then a salon. Then we don't help that one day, then go and through global fund and corner to now get few more. Then they help back this last batch of another years of students. Then they fund their health. That then they do well. So then they refurbish in the school of nursing. Then they do well. But the point when they pick here, and this is not till 2018 or 2016. I see one of the reports we get off to 13 page. They say the findings that we get from a fraud collusion, where they say supplier and then when they ask for train and the results, it amount to 415,148 when are non-compliant, that they're not able to see that money they for see that in agree for the expenditure. But the point, they see the area, the mosquito net, distribution, but in kind of, they say, waiting then find out, say, inside this 2019 and 20, the people and what they say, like when they say, when I can't bid, they say, well, Joseph bid, this company bid. So, but they find out, say, the company wouldn't give, now your name day. So in other words, not like a word, I mean, gets a term, but they just give it normal say, well, una taker because of either lobbying or favoritism. But then go call inside that procurement, people then win now, let's say, now road. I know one call you, we're not saying the next CSC and give them. They want not say like another road construction company, then go call them. But the one where they call una 1, 2, 3, the two, no, they ever they inside the bidding process. You know, they not even know. They not even apply or they are not even aware. So then just they name their number for full page say James it be applied. But when they go meet James they say no, we not be ever apply. You know, look, you name the and but the one way they give, he not ever apply, but he gets. So in other words, they find out see this time don't go on between these few years. See, there are procurement who they do for certain things there. So the one day we go to the procurement enough here. So when we talk about transparency and fraud, sometimes I don't know if they go times know what they try for say to we or just because until they feel such all man go able to go find out but now non-compliance with procurement regulation. And they did it now pass of now nothing at the chapter 5, why they call them 4. But when you look into that particular report, not to last year, not to year before, because that one, other one would have don't do, now for that they pass her now into the inspector general. So now under inspector general a day, you see the number where they call, then they even show you pages them, then they show you forms where they fill if you want for report fraud. So they bring all this thing on board. So now for that they're able to forget all these kind of things. But in summary, I don't try for say no more in terms for say there is no fraud or any the value business not go on during this global fund, the money wouldn't give them your own time, wouldn't the talk so they clean. Well, they actually get a lot. It's not so big yet, but they not go in detail. When you go there, you go see much of other things. But that now I just want to clear that side. But then the other point now more we mean go for just the say when most times then they go out there and then bringing out back things them to we. They therefore know saying that ties and obligations and things and then you go get into. And because of we don't get relationship with them, with the ties wouldn't they help we, as we become careful, then they become more careful. So now we get for take waiting then they put before we, but most of the last things that we they say they bring now more of policies, like I say. The policies and I get for translate now so that you go able for suicide fund where you bring inside that policy they will go able for go in terms of infrastructure. When you not put that way they say you build the policy, then you put the infrastructure plan, then you put the vision of what you want for go do, because even the mosquito net, we see how people and they turn, but even around there, you always come on, turn, so, but they're not ordinary mosquito net, and the mosquito net will get special chemical, as the mosquito put in mud, they die. So So the point here is how they will translate them things, and I can always say, and una you expert in diplomatic, we una go do something. Because una therefore be very tactful. Then now they are very sensitive people. So when they then very sensitive to anything when they give at this peak, because first them just they give, but most of them now for that some money they go through UNDP, now they bring the police for come inside, and they do this, and they set other project, and they even open doors, say look the number for phone, the form day, if you see anything, you report to it, so then they able for become sensitive towards the area of anything where they go wrong. But una the government are therefore very tactful, and una therefore know how una go able for direct then things they have to development. But it always come down to when you look at the money where they don't call 245 million or 2,000, 50, 100, even though some of it not go directly, they come by phone, but we not say this global fund for the health, because then they give bulk money most times, and I don't know if that money they still ask who like the UNICEF money when they see them give them for go buy items from that health sector, that health division. But when you calculate again, as I say, this money, look at recently Rotary Club go buy solar powers and for Oladurin, we cost about I think like 24,000 because it's not 200. But now we even say 200, but it's 24,000. I can still remember US dollars. That set of solar we were able for give the children them, then newborn picking them that electricity. So if 24,000 able for electrify and then test them, all they need now for one day. If you put 24,000 per a million, how much you will get? Or you will see them will just buy solar yonder, buy solar yonder, buy solar yonder. But if they see most of the time the funds and they come, then they expand. And some of the fund where even World Bank they own about 50 million where they talk about for seeing a light, then the other one are for the health, who will be see them go launch, but they involve partners in health, Nakono, so they go able for health. That one they will not know how far that one they don't go. But again, all them people are in the give money towards malaria. Even the global fund, they don't get towards malaria. You get UNICEF can come back malaria. They even get the big 50 million back when they give back na part of the malaria when they launch back a big launch who World Bank give as a grant. So you see saying that duplication they can't inside now, and then doing this duplication that they most times people get confused now. They don't ever show the straightness of a partner when audits go, and when those audit reports come, nobody not want to discuss them. And this is the problem with most of the West African states. Then they always say they call them, so they go Ghana back, then get them last week, then Auditor General, the same thing, and the first behind that. Then what the Auditor General bring information now, then they go again say, well, according to the law, for not reveal the information to the public. If you inform it to the public, you have to go reveal it to the parliament. But parliament, they don't give una. Now say yes, if you feel them, parliament they don't give and not discuss them. So if you don't give una, if you feel it go spill out. And when it spill out, and then the woman go say, or who's in charge, whoever the audit go say, well, I go leak the information. Let's put it from that scenario. No more thing that's what you do. And then if you don't leak now, but what's in a leak, is it wrong? That the question back when you go ask, see what's in a leak, is wrong or is right? You see, so you go say when I because you leak and after they put in a court, after non-behavior, these are the factors that we full up the threshold for say you fit for going to court, less the job. So these are the things that we need to consider. Say the politics where they play, especially in financial areas, and they now in them people like the try to come partner with for let them go help. But when they help we, then they instead of they become tactful in development, now tactfulness in most of the time. Then we begin to bang on up on the constitution, then we change the lawsuit. I mean, they look the law, say, well, according to this, that's so it for be, according to this, that's so it for be, now this time, but now so it fit for the be, but so you see, begin to confuse everything back. But in the first place, just do the thing right. You don't even get for bother for go confuse yourself with the constitution anymore because you are doing the right thing and your mindset, they say, I want development. I not count for trick. I count for no development. But during the process of tricking, when you want more than what you get for good develop, unknowingly you will not say, I just secure myself. But this is what is happening within them big money within the council. The meeting within they try for go soon, a meeting just for go tell about how we will become resilience and relationship for fine and the security, tourism, and trade. let them continue on them thing. Then this is all about it. Then for instance, try for friend some relationship the way we meet MSF and so on and so forth. But all these are the try for say let we get international relationship in a diplomatic way. We would go get something, we bring them for can develop them, and then there's small meeting there where they go then get for left them as something when I think when I just not too much of a show because nothing with a normal thing with people and they travel for make diplomacy, especially when the EU they involved. So then things and they can only hope see no more government will look because when they look at Africa, they say they prioritize Africa, they don't get that relationship. In fact, they take we as neighbors. Europe, EU take we as neighbors. But you careful look again. One thing we get for the president, the leaders they get for watch at this stage now say now different factors EU define trade partners. Europe define trade. America define trade partners. China defend trade partners. Russia defend trade partners. All them defend trade partners. But it's up to you. Like I say, you have to be tactful how you go there because then they build the platform so that where the business will not begin flow and they say free trade, then say go get proceeds where they go see with the buy raw material or finished product. And there is a long chain to that. But let them just know how them things there they go, we will get with profit. And when you enter into an agreement, no say you don't agree, say now they give me, they assist we. No will say we they dance to a tune, but we get for know waiting with the pull day that we can transform them and use them. But in terms of transparency, it is still a bit of a thin line. A balance where it would difficult for Chelsea. The balance of transparency of their money, how they carry from today, it balance well than the previous, or the balancing is more of a trick and just continuation of old same stories. But let God help nations and waiting leaders the most time who they involve in anything they are learning, we able to forget people and have leadership who go see we come for lead, but we not just can't do something. Because doing something is different. Where they say I lead and be a leader where they lead the people and that the leader who they lead you now, now they call a president. But you get in people and we can call as a team. But it all comes down to how we are able to transform the things they are to better things. Let God help the nation, and thank you very much for always talking me through. And God bless the nation. As I say, there is a lot on the table when at development, but it left how then they transform them. It did, but how then we transform is always the question. Thank you so much. Let God help the nation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
One for say thanks to Usfriend for Ian contribution today. You already listen, not go far, because anytime from now, we will come with you on board, make we hear waiting na you take from this one. But for now, let we come with Alpha, let we hear in submission. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Triple A, thanks for bringing me on board. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all we listeners all over the world. I want to also say Uspen plenty thank you. I think it all laid the foundation where I want to build upon. It talks about diplomacy. It also talk about IMF, World Bank, the contributions the way they give to different countries. Them. I want to start first of all with diplomacy. I think not so fortunate we country fortunate say because we get this current regime that make them call with presidents for Lake Camp IMF this World Bank the diplomacy programs the way then they set up not so fortunate because Sierra Leone a democratic state we get elected governments we not to war we not to anything not to coup or whatever now that make them invite to presidents for camp not as a result of he don't do good work he don't this this now always the same at the end program they are politics now they kill Sierra Leone whether presidency me do any good work or he do good work or as long as he was elected president of Sierra Leone not to say for example in Guinea they're not going to invite Guinea president because now a coup d'etat leader so if we spokesman they say because if president don't do good work this dynamic they invite them it's not so You see, now this thing came on, they can make the foundation or like they can talk like for say this thing where the president don't do, no other government never do and for them fence alone. It's not so. Yeah, John like we whose friend they say it's a diplomacy program because we connected now the global world and I make when them program here they come up, then they invite we country. Not to because now this president don't do good work. Don't like when in your submission Tripoli, even if he do bad thing, they will call her not to say that because he did good thing, I make them call her late candy. Not it's not like that. Another thing I want for talk about Yusuf Keketoma make interesting statement them, and I like the question where they ask him. You see, for light Tripoli, it's very, very difficult. Make especially when they ask you direct question. You find out say he could not even expatiate more because he said they invite the president for plenty things them. Outline them plenty things here. You could not even identify or call 5 plenty things them. But he say they invite the president for plenty things them because of in good work we don't do. You see, we keep bringing politics in development. It's not so. The other thing I want for draw we attention to, you see, me, I'm not there against IMF, I'm not there against World Bank. But the fact remains that as a development person, we too, we get one, I mean, don't say this word now, this platform, we get one big word called paternalism. The fact remains, anytime when you see, that makes a young government to always depend on donor. Anytime when they go giwi, then they able for dictate to we how they want with government, how they want with president, therefore do now. So now that you need any dance to. It just by way don't know getting money. If you tell you say me money now this I go put tampan because you want the money, you get for dance to that tune day. Now that make IMF tell the former government say on a put subsidy per fear. And this government campaign on that. That make when God press fuel they go up, they have nothing to do. Instead, they left the country now the masses of the dealers of fuel. So now that's not some of them see IMF or World Bank or European Union. When then they give you money, conditionalities are on those money. Then they determine how them for control you. And that make we African we totally dependent on this on these people because anything we're not able for like create bring up things them we're able for make we country be sustainable but we always the run count to IMF World Bank and when then they give you the money then gets the conditions so then they give them money they pay. So we governments they not go do well in Africa because always we see make law go by law go lend money, law go by law go big money, law go by law go. So at the end of the day, when they want for with governments and they do in Africa, that's what they will do. Yeah. One thing we make mention of AAA, I don't know for America or whatever, yeah, but during the summer at this part, mosquito then they come. I don't know for America because I don't go America yet. But interestingly, do you know say them mosquito where they are, they not get anopheles mosquito where they give malaria. But why then Sierra Leone, Africa, we get mosquito where they give malaria? Why then they not we not able they're not able for give we what then do it for make the young mosquito not give malaria? Why you not do that? Why make they not give it dandy? Because they want we for depend on them. This is not the point I make I bring this thing come up. Instead, what they do, they give we mosquito tent. The only time when the mosquito tents they protect you now when you inside it, but when you sit on a do, mosquito they bet you they get malaria. So what do they do? At the end of the day, we they come back to them for can get medicine, chloroquine or whatever, then malaria medicine. But yeah, mosquito go bet you, but you know they get malaria. Why then this European Union, all these people them, when they give Africa money, why they not don't what they do today mosquito? Yeah, why they not don't teach we? Why they not don't go do that thing and they so we can get completely eradicate malaria. So you see, that let's make they say when government depend on donor funding, donor money, and the government cannot do anything without the direction or the dictate of donor. This same government, the time when IMF also will pull on pada and census what they want to do when they make the recommendation. Waiting they say IMF one or I say IMF or World Bank. They say they don't bet more than they could chew. Not that they can't dictate, not that they can't determine how they do. Sierra Leone an independent state. But these are some of the things what they see. If you cannot create system when your economy go able for stand up properly, you were totally dependent on these people, and at the end of the day, they will dictate and they will determine how your government they run Africa. So this paternalism system should be wiped off. We would do everything, make the government able for raise the economy to the way that what they do we up product, then will find a way for the way for turn to finish good. The whole system of IMF, World Bank, now for will continue for depend for them. Now for will continue for depend for them. So if the spokesman when I get tomats and they can say, well, now because of the good work of the president, now this, now that, trust me, now just paternalism, now just dependency syndrome that one day. So that make for me, I always they say this: we need sober-minded leaders. We need strong institutions. Because even when they send them money, look in statements we make. They say the previous government, because of corruption, this and that, IMF left. That's not all this. That's not all. Now the conditionalities them, the previous governments not be able to follow all. Yeah. So once we say this government's not corrupt, the young government's not corrupt, let's go back to the audit reports the way they come out. Now they audit themselves. Even when they audit themselves, they tell we say they thief. Money loss where they no account for. Then they say, oh, we government with transparent with this. Now I can always tell people, I don't know. Is it when somebody goes inside politics, you they die to conscience, or now because now that they pay you the work for, so that make they feel say no, this is why they talk not to true. My conscience, maybe they tell me say not to true. It's not done triply. So for me, it's a good venture for the president for interact with international community and all these things. But again, let it go back home. Let we able for sit down and develop our economy. Let not be totally dependent into foreign aid or foreign support. And that I'm going to take Tripoli. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Want to say thanks to Alpha and Usfriend for their own contribution today. I open the phone line. You get something for ad? Or if you think so, we don't do well, in the next 5 minutes, we go left now. But for now, I open the phone line for make we hear from you. You have for call WhatsApp now 232-78-990-991. WhatsApp 232-78-990-991. Or you can call direct United States or United Kingdom. United States now 1-646-610-3107. United Kingdom now 44-739-803-0402. Phone line open. When they talk about President Bill in visit to Brussels, waiting we don't gain. Ezekiel, thank you for the stars. Let the stars rain, eh? Let the stars rain. Yes, Lawrence, you get 3 minutes. Your phone muted. Okay, you're good. You get 3 minutes.
Sorry. Yeah, the deceitfulness when people also get, and them both count with this political morality. They want to spokesman, they go on a station, then they pay, fair and they go like Paris, they invite Madam Bill because they do well. When me see, rats they commit crime against humanity, they're not being arrested. When me see, the ferry deal rubbish. When me see, people in the shop are one bag rest on pass people in salary 675,000. The basic salary is 600,000. When me see election, the man already for the election, they tell you they're going to oppose. Then they tell me like come in a full man, say country because the country democratic. When me see PPRC, right now don't let's to APC. They tell them, see, the mammy consider me guess, blah, blah, blah. But madam, you know, they're going for to that you want for the PRC regulate keep all these. So the institution of the states are not even working. So what's he talking about? What's he talking about? That the next hour, you know, they shame self. Then for shame say, that they go big money self. So if we make per mind, just imagine people per mind, they send out all over the world, so you know how much money they make. If they make per mind industry, no more money. So they're left for the life per week. They're not calling them because they want to praise them. How they will praise them? Praise them for what? Praise them for blackout? Praise them for waiting. We're not going to pay for Kuna Saloon. Praise them for waiting. They're not here for praise them for waiting. They're left life tired. You know, say, make one done before me 3 minutes. Thank you so much, people. But most of that they come for you. They near you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely yeah. Thank you. Well done,
Yeah.
Cheers.
Gandoba, thank you for the stars. Let the stars rain. Well, where Yusuf Keketoma be the talk, he say plenty thing them, but you not be named some. So let's just go through President Bill in on tweet, where he be able to tell we 1 or 2 things them where in do where in reach na Brussels. He want for tell thank you to Jota. He say na he receive them. That na way be just reach. Now he receive them. He look forward for sustaining the work with the EU Commission towards building waiting inclusive and equitable partnership for support sustainable socio-economic development and peace na Salon and ECOWAS. So na the boku thing in the one in the sum of. Then he be also tell us on the 13th when yesterday he say the EU co-president Charles Michel being host them and then be engaged in discussion on strengthening the partnership between Salon and the EU and cooperation between Salon and the EU. We, Salon, remain committed to advancing our shared values. It tells the EU Commission, the Vice President, Joseph Borrell, for the fruitful, tell and thank you for the fruitful discussion on promoting good governance, peace, and stability in ECOWAS region, Salon included. Okay. This one today. We go MSF. You want for your farm? No. Today the 14th, him begin for visit Medicine Frontier MSF. You know, say then they provide service na Salon. Then they try. They really they help we. MSF has been a valuable partner in Sierra Leone, providing medical and humanitarian aid for nearly 40 years. He said they may discuss strategies for scaling the partnership and ways of fostering mutual collaboration, and he may also reaffirm government's own commitment to support MFS for fill the gap in health service, particularly for women and children, and the support for response to infection disease. New direction agenda. Alright. Alright. Man, I don't know who's them. Anyway, MSF on thinking. What they tell them thinking? Eh? Don't tell them they help win a Salon. even with all the help them, MSF, partners in health, with medical, still not correct. We give UNICEF $6 million for go bye-bye. Till today. I don't know if they don't come. Thing not correct. But it is what it is. Yes, caller, what would they talk to?
Yes, Mr. Triple A. Mr. Bafulaba from Germany.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, although I come late on the program, but I've been getting my own jottings there what I've been to do. So like I want to start on concerning what who president go visit or where them invite to the European Union and Belgium. Okay. The point where I jot now, the first one sycophancy. You know, most of the people that where they appoint that positions them, I believe say that label business, that in a way they get for do. You know, if not to that one, they believe in me. Anybody where they appoint now any position and I begin to talk, say they go talk the two. It only take 7 minutes in the soccer. If they not lock and self not sell, you get lock. Okay. Then this blame game back, like the other points now on the backward jot. The blame game, I believe say nothing where you don't entrench inside salon politics. Anyway, we can have power, it would begin the point on from the previous government, this and that, and that, you know. Instead of them concentrate and try to do the actual work where they elect them for. You know. Okay, the other one, maybe the last one we I say, no, all as opposition. There we politicians there, we then they na salon. I believe say always with them, even Emerson self saying about that, when they opposition, they can sabi all thing how for fix the problem na salon. But once they don't elect them, they don't in power, it's like then they forget everything, you know, and they with empty head. Sorry for that one day. Okay. And during that time, then the way the question of competence they come up. Because I believe say if somebody in the opposition is the whole thing, if for the way that, if for stick to that, when you come na power, you know. Anyway, last stop here and give chance to the other one. So Triple A, I don't know if you don't come back. Now for try come back because I know say we the America that time they can get you every week, you know, with this program. So thank you very much. I believe
Thank you very
this year
much, Bafulaba. We don't start from last Friday and we there every day.
Oh well, I don't get to be, but this week now let's shift the dynamic maybe.
Okay.
I'm not able to
Well,
get
we are
to.
here.
If I be early, I not can listen. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Welcome. Well, I think say Bar now we last caller for today. And we hope say all the goodies for salon we go get her. La 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 lo. Also, all the goodies we want them, but I don't know one good thing. Please, I beg ya. We want all the good for salon. We'll be back tomorrow. From the you know say President be the out for so. Eh? And I'll tell this phone say nothing how they talk to. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. All the best. And the good things them. We even there pumui there. If na play they want play with we. They go give it, they don't know how they give it. It's I'll go consult to village people there. If they all the money they will get on call. If you say no money, they call for psyche. Would they take her? But me no say after election. After election, any money they get for kind side. It's now. Yeah. Alright. Wait, who's that old money not for day again? I be match, eh? Because I still give the money in a salon. No. I still give that old money. I think I be March, September. I had 6 months here in a March. A March enough for day again. If you say no this alone, it's a better one. The old money. It just can't to mind. So I don't know if now the bank governor for remind. Say the old money still in circulation no. Or again for can add the time they back. The only person only they take at the time na the electoral commission in where she give it nine that na April. Okay, now be November, be September. Na March. Massacre Vandi. Na March. If I remember, fine. And that old money for left for day. Be 6 months. If they can closely, like say, ide salon. Ide. Ide. Me I send for go collect money. The old money, they the better one. You they see in circulation, it's there. By now, they for don't loss her. And for don't loss her, we don't mid-February now. We don't mid-February. And the new money, if you see where some dirty, if you tell you say that new money did out. Seriously. If you tell you say that new money did out. The new money, if you see where some dirty, you know, me and they call the bank what they owe. Why go na the ATM? Because me na ATM no more they take money. Why go na me bank ATM? There you na 10 millions then they give. But yeah, you go fish on a bank, you go meet that new one. I don't know sometimes if you say the new one they fashion, you go give you password you want. Eh? Yeah. Okay. Now the dirty old money na they put there. But me come to say triple at least you don't go change your old money what you been worried about. Oh yes. And the other day, and they look now see say Abigail other few on the back na salon. And then I be they take pay tool. I know saying it's how each and the tool are pulling old money then the old money then. Well, sky this. My second one is saying that the old money they come to right now. And the old money on the dirty new one, who's one? I know I all the time they take money in a bank, now the ATM they use. I never meet up new money there. Never meet up new money. All 10 at the old. I know I say wait to for say the bank there, then they forget say we put the new one there. When the ATM they give the money, it go because he knew, you know go count and find. He go give you 2 for 1. Yeah. That's it. I left here. Massacre Vani. So if you go UBA, you meet and they list in the one pot show. Then they list in the one pot show. That be said that UBA na the bank with. Where you go there back ask them and they don't even sabi tiki pole. Massacre Vani say na the old money they count. They don't even sabi me. Eh? I got a lovely day today. I get a 70. I got a 74 years of age fan where they follow Explode Tripoli. And then say this mommy na Tripoli then they call her. Imagine no. Then they call her Tripoli the mommy. Because the slightest chance where you left the TV, now Explode Tripoli. Now they put the slightest chance. Now Explode Tripoli they put. It is alone right now. Unfortunately, they tell them contact me. Me don't come out alone. He say one thing we in go want before he left this world. She's 73. Now for meet with Tripoli. But again, the opportunity today we do video call. We do video call. 73 years of age. She was so happy. It make me day anyway. It make me day. Now young Valentine Dandy. We spend time though. Spend time. Say he left salon way 23. And she's 73. 50 years now I don't take. Over 50 years because I say they can't 74 now. Now I don't take now the United States. So you know, be ever cross Calbaton. But because of Explode Tripoli, again the opportunity for no places in Sierra Leone. Oh, are they getting calls then? A lot of them calls then. The other time, another man called me, we don't take 45 years out of Sierra Leone. 45 years. Those are the calls that make us do what we do with the Explore channel. Go check them out. To all 10 number, they talk about politics. I show a small number at the AAA Harvest Farm. You know, get better views, safe. Go to politics. Now, I no one do better thing. I'm tired. Just so politics talk now, what? But wait. You talk safe. La lefia. It's good now. You don't watch the farm? Wait, they put like a documentary together for the Explore channel of the farm. It's where President Bill say in next, if you get the opportunity, the next una game, una vote for him. Like how this one education, the next one will be agriculture. Hey, yeah. Mama can't say AAA, then they tell you, say, you love and always do the right things, especially when people know they look at you. That's the right thing to do. Memzo say, Mama be like the Lokoma Sama video. Yeah, we still get part 2 of that one day. Lokoma Sama still get part 2. Because some people say, go, wait, they come. Okay, good to do. Come out here. Till we meet again tomorrow. I saw Tripoli go say, Tata.